Hi everybody, it's Miss Smith, your adaptive PE teacher. Today we're going to go through our warm-up activity that we do in adaptive PE class. The first thing we always do, as you know, is a 5-minute walk jog. Now you're inside today doing this, or perhaps outside with parent permission. So what you can do is jog in place and then walk in place if you'd like, or you can do high marches, or you can combine those things. Another one is jumping side to side with both feet side by side. Okay, so walking in place, jogging in place, any of those other activities, and activities that you might think of, different movements you might think of. Another option, as long as you have parent permission, is to go outside and jog around your block 2 times. What I like to do when I go outside and jog is I start at an electrical pole that's on the sidewalk and I jog to the next one that I see. And then I look down the road and I look for the next electrical pole and I walk to that one. And then I look down further and see the next one and I jog. So I alternate jogging and walking, jogging and walking. But if you do go outside, make sure you have parent permission, or perhaps have a parent or an adult go with you, okay? Now, we're going to move on to the exercises that we do, and for how many times we do it on each side, or sets, and the number of times we do the exercise, or repetitions, is going to be 2 sets of each exercise, and the repetitions will be 15 seconds. When I say repetitions, I include seconds because we're stretching too, as well as doing strength exercises. And the number of repetitions for strength exercises will be 10 to 15. You choose, okay? Now, something I want you to remember to do each time I show you an exercise, I want you to press the pause button on your device and do that exercise, okay? 2 times each side, or the number of repetitions that I've asked you to do, okay? And then you can just push that pause button again and look at the next exercise. All right, so here we go. The first exercise is the calf stretch, which you are familiar with. Both hands are on the wall. One leg is in front, one is in back, and the front leg is bent, the back leg is straight. And what you're going to do is make sure that both feet stay flat on the floor. All your toes point towards the wall, and then slowly push your hips towards the wall so you feel stretch in the back of that lower leg, okay, your calf muscle. And you're going to count for 15 seconds. And then switch to the other foot or the other leg. Hold that for 15 seconds. That's 1 set. Then switch again, do that first leg again, switch again, do the second leg. That's 2 sets, so you're done with that, with calf stretch. Okay, the next one is wall push-ups. Calf stretch was for flexibility. Wall push-ups will be to help improve the strength in your chest and your triceps, which is often described as the throwing muscle. Okay, so again, both hands are on the wall, but both feet are down side by side, and they're pointing towards the wall. Okay, both legs are straight. What I want you to do is to tip forward a little bit so your nose comes close to the wall, but don't touch the wall, and then straighten your arms. So bend and push, bend and push, and don't do this. Those don't count, all right? So do 15. If 12 is easier for you, do 12. Just make sure you're putting forth an honest effort. Okay, that's all that I ask. So now, push the pause button. Do those exercises. Do that exercise. Okay. Hamstring stretches next. Okay, stretches the hamstring muscles right here or the back of the leg, as well as the lower back. So one leg is straight, the other one's bent, and this foot is right here. Okay, trying to keep your back nice and straight. Put your hands on your thighs and slowly slide down until you feel a slight tug. And then count to 15. Okay. And then what you'll do is you'll switch and do the other leg. Hold it for 15. That's one set. Then switch and do it again on that first leg, and then again on that second leg. Pause your button on your device and do that exercise, the hamstring. Oh, before I forget though, some of you like to do it with legs straight, and that is perfectly fine. Hands here, slide down so you feel slight tug. It should never hurt when you're stretching, okay? If it hurts, you need to sit up a little bit. Put your hands here or put them here, wherever you feel the little tug. And hold for 12 to 15. I think you can hold 15. Okay, go ahead and practice that one now. The next exercise is a strength exercise for your stomach or your abdominal muscles. Stomach crunch. Hands are crossed like this. Feet are flat on the floor and the knees are bent. And all you need to do is bring your head and your shoulders up until you feel your lower back pushing into the floor. And then come back down. That's a crunch. You're not doing full sit-ups. So head, shoulder, lower back is being pushed into the floor and down. Up, down, up, and down. Some of you prefer to do a different type of crunch, and it's called a mountain climber crunch, and this is how that's done. These are the mountains, these are the tops, hands are here. Again, head up, shoulders, slide your hands to the mountaintop, then come back down. Head, shoulders, slide your hands to the top. I feel my lower back pressing down into the floor and down. And as a reminder, when you're doing these exercises, you should never be holding your breath. So up and down, up and down. Okay? 15 repetitions. The next exercise is a stretching exercise, butterfly stretch. Bring your feet as close together as possible. Just do your best, all right? And put your elbows on each leg and push down till you feel that tug again, right in here. And count to 15. And relax. And do it a second time. Okay? The next exercise is the plank. Some of you prefer to do the plank this way, on your hands, and others prefer to do it on their forearms, like this, a standard plank. Either way is fine with me. But what I want you to do is to hold that plank for 15 seconds, 20, 25, 30. Some of you actually have held it for 30. And some even longer. And I'd like you to do that 2 times. So, hands or forearms on the floor. No saggy bridges, no mount hoods. Try to stay as flat as possible, okay? One more exercise that I want you to practice is the quadricep stretch. All right. I'm going to bring this picture in close. This is an exercise that we haven't done too often. Okay. See how this person's leg is bent. She's holding onto her foot. I prefer you to hold onto your ankle or where your shoelaces would be. And she pulls her foot up to where her pocket would be on her pants. All right? Her knee is straight down. The other leg is straight. And you can put a hand on the wall for balance if you'd like. Okay? So I'm going to show you that. You'll see my leg portion. All right? So quadriceps stretch, one hand on the wall. I'm going to reach down, hold my ankle, make sure my bent knee is pointing right straight down. I'm not this way, I'm not this way, I'm not out, straight down. Again, count to 15, and then switch, and count to 15 on this side. And do it 2 times on each side, okay? Now, what I'd like to do is show you a close-up of each picture. But before I do that, I'll say goodbye. I'd like you to do this warm-up activity on APE Day, or you can, you select the APE Day. It's normally on Fridays in the morning, all right? Or you can do it a couple times a week. 2 to 3 times a week as part of your exercise program that I hope you're doing each day, okay? You guys take care. Bye-bye. I truly miss you and truly care about you, and I hope you and your families are safe and healthy. Okay, now I'll show you the pictures close up. I'm videotaping this by myself, so it's a little challenging. There's the calf stretch. There are the wall push-ups. See how the person is at a little bit of an angle when he dips in and his nose is close to the wall. Hamstring stretch, and remember you can also choose to do the stretch with both legs straight out in front of you. When you do that though, make sure those knees don't bend. Stomach crunch, or you can do the mountain climber crunches that I showed you. And next, butterfly stretch, and the plank, and the quadricep stretch. Okay, get to work. Take care.